Hey, what's up everyone? This is Sean from Toprank Importers. I'm standing here with my magic box, the box I bring with me when we go and take a car, GT-R, anywhere. So this is all my GT-R road service tools. So inside this box here, this is just a Harbor Freight ammo box labeled. I have my consult cable, some of the other stuff in here. You can see the Sienna 1 lap. So inside this box here, I have a couple of razor blades taped to the top, and I did something weird with Velcro at one point. Inside here I have a Nissan cable. Nissan cable with the other bits and pieces of things I need. Then we have a couple of GT-R. We have the dumb coils. These ones require an igniter. Most of the stuff I have now is all where I'm going to be driving are the early cars. Maybe later if I have some other stuff I'll switch those around. First tool is a hose tool. A very important thing to have on a turbocharged car if you ever try to put popped off intercooler pipes back on a car. Then I have this weird tool thing that I don't know I bought. It's kind of like a hammer, and it's got like screwdrivers and levels and tape measure, and I think it's even got a light and some other bullshit in it. But anyway, then we have the always needed zip ties, the boots for the igniters. At least one or two of them in here. Yep. And we have a crank angle sensor, also called a cam angle sensor. It's technically driven from the cam, but it really detects the position of the crankshaft. So this is what's used by the engine ECU to determine the location of the engine. Now there's a gasket that's supposed to be on it that occasionally when you see people pull the front cover off the engine, they don't use a gasket or anything else, and ends up rubbing through the backside of it, and other things happen. You know, they should spin relatively smoothly. There shouldn't be too much noise or anything else going on. This is a Mitsubishi part. There's also one other one. It's a little bit different style. You see that in late 94s and early 95 cars, and then they actually went back to this, and then the R34 has an all plastic one. So one more ignition coil boot. I have a Posca. I use this, it's a paint marker. It's actually used on the outside here. Use it to mark things, mark a lot of bolts and things like that. It's a really good tool. I use pink because it shows up on almost everything. I learned that from Nismo, from looking at our other race car. Then what else? Then maybe one of the most important things on how a GT-R runs. So R32, R33, R34 all use these same basic maths. So this is another one of those really weird tools. Yeah, it's an adjustable wrench and pliers. I don't know. I buy them. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. I may never even use it, but I have it. Then down inside here I have a couple of the Nissan specific fuses, 30, 25 amp fuses down in here. Couple other breakers. So resettable circuit breakers, 15 amp, and what's this one, 20 amp breakers, and also much bigger main power fuse, 75, which we don't actually use on GT-Rs. A little bit of silicone grease for if we have to do anything with boots. And then there are 6 spark plugs down in here. I like the iridiums. These are BCPR 6 EIX, part number 5689. I usually use 7s in most cars. These 6s are just for general use. If I need to put something in a car, these are listed in my emergency kit. So that's all the stuff. That's all what I usually carry with me with the GT-R. This should help me be relatively self-sufficient. doesn't take up much space, and I can fix most easy things, electronic things that go wrong with a GT-R on the side of the road.